and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are now listening to the greatest podcast on the planet. And I am one of your hosts, Big Jack, a.k.a. The Great One.
What's going on, everybody? It's Buddy, a.k.a. Camouflage, and you are now listening to the Sports Cypher.
This is Miles, and you are now tuned in and tuned up for the Sports Cypher.
Yo, this is the homie Grizz, aka Grizzly Adams. Keeping that cipher complete. All balls don't bounce, baby. Let's sit and talk about it.
What's good? This is Ricardo, aka the reason why your girl disappears on football Sundays. And you are tuned into the Sports Cypher.
This is Blade, aka the Ace of Spades. They save the best for last on Sports Cypher.
I'm subscribing to this. Give the people what they want.
Welcome to another episode of the Sports Cypher. On today's episode, who's this year's draft bust in the NFL? Who's some of the top draft busts of all times? And who has the best draft class of the draft this year? Also with boxing, we have Canelo versus Jacobs and the NBA playoffs. All right. First off, NBA playoffs. We're going to start it off with Ricardo today. Ricardo, what you got on the playoffs thus far?
Oh, man. Been watching this Rocket Warriors series. And last night was a really interesting game. It got kind of chippy. Draymond, I'll say it was accidental, but you never know with Draymond Green.
Excuse me. I'm allergic to BS.
He poked. He think this is the WWE. He done poked James Harden in the eye.
Man,
actually lacerated.
It wasn't WWE, man. It was the Water Boy.
Yes, I'm about to say that. The Water Boy. Yes. That's what it was.
Yeah, but didn't he poke him in? Didn't he poke him in two eyes? I thought it was both eyes he poked him in. Well, Draymond tried to poke him in both of the eyes, but he only caught one.
He only caught one eye, and I think he lacerated his eyelid, so his eye was bleeding. Mm-hmm. But it's funny because
say it again, Cam.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Love that movie, by the way.
Go ahead,
the crazy thing was, Harden was horrible. Then he came out with one eye. And he started balling. I was like, dude. Am I wrong, Cam?
No gain.
You're absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right.
He was ice cold. Came out with one eye, started hitting shots from all over the court, driving to the basket, getting fouled. I was like, man, see, you only need, that's all he needed. He needed that motivation, you know what I mean? You need a thumb in the eye to motivate him. and there was another injury, Stephen Curry, I think he sprained his finger. Yeah.
He was like, oh, my window pinky.
And then he taped it up and shot a three as soon as he got back in the game. So,
yeah.
But Houston down 0-2. I don't think. I don't know. I think it's going to be hard for them to win the next. How many games are left? 4 out of 5 against the Warriors. I just don't see that happening. I think this series is done.
Yeah, I don't see it happening either. It's pretty much over. It's pretty much over. Cam, what you got?
Well, man, James Harden, he was like a Cyclops. Anything I see, I kill. So, he had that one eye Cyclops thing. But, of course, Mr. Arrogant Kevin Durant, the most arrogant player in the NBA. Hope to see you with the Knicks. Mr. You know who I am with his comments. You know who I am? You know what I'm saying? Like, You know, Mr. You know, I hope his arrogant butt come to the Knicks, man. But Mr. Arrogant, man, you know, he was killing as usual. Man, I don't know, man. You know, they say it's not a series till the home team loses. So if the Rockets can defend their home with 2 wins, they may still have a shot. I picked the Rockets in 7. Like every time the Warriors and the Rockets make it close to the Warriors just pull away. Tremont Green, the heart and soul of the team, he was like on fire defensively, making plays everywhere and scoring. You know, that was really, really crazy right there, man. Another.
Do you think he's going to be in? You think he's going to be in the Warriors next year, Tremor?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I don't know if Kevin Durant leave and he'll be willing to stay, or do he feel a certain way when him and Kevin Durant got into that little spat beginning of the season, and the team and the organization was kind of behind Durant and wasn't behind him. He may feel some type of way that, you know, Kevin Durant was talking about the playoffs all day after the press conference games and stuff like that. You know, even though he don't want to talk about it now. They keep asking him, but to me, he created that monster by making it available to talk about the beginning of the season. So don't cry when you created a monster. You know what I'm saying?
Who you talking about, Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I got something with here's my thing with Kevin
Go
Durant.
ahead.
He left OKC to go to the Warriors in order to win championships. Now he's going from the Warriors to the Knicks. Is he tired? I mean, has he got enough championships that he's like, I don't want no more? Because he's not getting no more champions. If he go to the Knicks, that's it. He ain't getting no more.
But
champions.
Hey.
Yeah, but isn't it for money? Isn't that money? They're going to give him more money.
Yeah. Not just that. We don't know where he gonna go. It's just rumor to the Knicks, but we actually don't know where. We just heard a rumor between him and Kyrie, but it's not for sure. But I heard if he go to the Knicks, he'll have his own TV show segment on the Yes Channel.
Really?
So yeah, but you know, man. Hopefully the Rockets. But don't forget, also he had a little spasm, a little schism with Westbrook back in Oklahoma. So you got to remember that as well. They had like a little schism and everything you did.
I think if he leaves the Warriors, it's just because the Warriors aren't really his team. I mean, that's Steph's team. It doesn't matter what Kevin Durant does. Like, that's Steph's team. You know? I don't care. He can win the next 3 finals MVP. People will be like, yeah, but that's Steph Curry's team. He was there from the beginning.
I think the perception is different this year, Cardo. Yeah, you're right, but I think the perception is different this year, man. Like, I don't know. I've been catching a couple of people's perception maybe a little different this year, but I'm agreeing with his Steph's team. But I think they all play like their own crucial part, man. Like I said, Tremont the heart and soul, like the facilitator, and Durant just take over games, and Curry take over games, and Clay with the defense, and he have the ability to take over quarters.
I think a lot of people look at Kevin Durant as just a mercenary. You went to an all-time great team and just made him an all-time greater team. Like,
he's a hitman. He's a hitman.
Yeah, he a hitman. Yeah, he what Deion Sanders was in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. Like when Deion left the Falcons, went to the 49ers, then jumped from the 49ers to the Cowboys. Yeah, same thing.
He's a hired gun. He's a hired gun.
Hired gun. He's a monster, though, man. But I know a couple people think he's a cupcake.
Let me tell you something. Hitman, whatever you call it, he'd have to bring a whole arsenal if he goes to the Knicks. Because
come on, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Come on.
Nah. Look. Let me tell you. It all depends on. I know we're kind of getting off the top of NBA playoffs, but that's an aside. If the Knicks get the first pick in the draft this year, and get Zion Williamson, the whole landscape will have changed for the Knicks. Because if you get Zion and you sign Kevin Durant, and let's
Kyrie.
I don't even. You know what's funny? I'd rather Kemba Walker than Kyrie.
I'd rather Kyrie, and I'm gonna talk about it when we talk about the Bucks and the Celtics series. When we talk about that, I'm gonna give a little Kyrie talk.
But just as I was gonna say, the Knicks have a chance to be good. I'm not saying championship good, but they could be, 5-6 seed in the playoffs within the next 2 years. If the chips,
4-ish.
Yeah. Well, I think if they just get Kevin Durant by himself, they're a 5 seed in the East.
You know what? We never saw Kevin Durant carry about a team by himself, so that would be a whole new look for him if he was to go there by himself. We'll see if he can be able to carry a team to the playoff. Let me tell y'all about this Celtics. That's gonna go 7-2. We got Freak versus Kyrie, Uncle Drew, Irvin. Kyrie, man, he really showed out game 1. Game 2 yesterday struggled really bad for 18. Giannis dominated. Chris Middleton dominated. Man, I don't know, bro. I picked the Bucks, but it's
Bledsoe
gonna be
played
a
a
game
strong
7.
game.
Well, they couldn't contain the Greek Freak. They contained him the first game, right? But they couldn't contain.
Yeah. Well, he just had a bad game. I think he had a bad game like Kyrie had a bad game yesterday. That's what's going to make this pretty interesting. But the Milwaukee got to steal a home game away for them to even the odds up now since Celtics took the one of Milwaukee home games away from them. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, that's going 7, man. I still pick the Bucks. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Kyrie. He's kind of backing up. He said some stuff saying, the difference this year is going to be him. And, they've been balling, man. They actually got a chance. We'll see if he'll be the difference ultimate at the end of the series, but he said the difference is going to be him,
Have to sit back and wait and see on that one.
And we also have the Toronto Philadelphia series going on.
All right. What you got on that?
That's 1-1, right? Is that?
Yep.
I'm sorry? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I think that's the toughest series to pick for me. Because I look at it, I'm like, man, but when Toronto is playing their A game and Kawhi Leonard is just doing Kawhi Leonard things, especially on defense, they're tough, man. But the thing with Toronto is they don't bring their A game every night, or more than I think they should. And Embiid is just, oh man, Embiid is just so tough. And you got Jimmy Butler playing with the fire again now that the playoffs
That's what I'm
started?
talking about, Butler. That's what I'm talking about, Butler. Show them boys why they soft.
Butler is a throwback in the NBA. Like, just that intensity he brings. He got that. Don't get me wrong. He's not as good as these guys, but he got that Kobe Bryant level intensity.
Nah, you know what I think he got? I think he got that. What's that cat for the Rockets? Mad Max. Vernon Max. What Mad Max? He got that
Vernon
Mad
Maxwell?
Max. Yeah. Except he's not gonna spit on nobody's face though.
Oh God. That's a murderable offense in my opinion, man. Somebody spit in your face. You should have the ability to do whatever you want to them with no repercussions.
Your playoff season is over. Spit in my face? You might as well cancel Christmas.
You getting eliminated.
Oh my God.
You are eliminated.
Hey, he spit up. You spit in my face, but my hand go to my face like I got shot. Like, did this man?
Man, how you think the player felt with Bill Romanowski did it, man? Well,
man. And that was on Monday Night Football, man. National TV, millions of people watching me spat in that dude's face. J.J. Stokes of the San Francisco 49ers.
I took my helmet off and just hammered him like Thor.
You would have hit him with Thor's hammer?
I took my helmet off and just came down with thunder and lightning on his butt, boy. Woo,
you would have screamed out Asgard, huh?
Oh, man.
But yeah, let me see, man.
Speaking about Thor, did you see that LaShawn McCoy tweeted the outcome of the Marvel movie, and now people want to everyone wants to kick him off the team?
Yeah, I saw the tweet and I cleared it from my phone, but I watched it Thursday night, so I wasn't spoiled. But I saw that foolishness.
I've done everything.
That was
in my
real
power
shady,
to keep
shady
from
McCoy.
Knowing anything about the movie. I've done every time I see something about the movie, I just turn it off and go somewhere else.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, they're like, they want to kick it. There's fans that want to kick him off the team for that.
Yeah, people pretty angry about that. Yeah, people are pretty angry.
It's alright because I mean, not for that Shady McCoy ain't the same Shady McCoy was from Philadelphia, so I mean they can do without him any which way.
Yeah, but his
Yeah.
name is Shady. His name is Shady. What do they expect? His
Well,
name
that's
is
true.
Shady.
He does shady things, right?
Oh, well, yeah. But I think that Toronto Philly the most physical matchup out there. Like, hope indeed Neek can hold up because, like I said, I picked Philly before the playoff my preseason pick, so I'm gonna stick with Philly, man. But I hope his knee holds up because that's a very physical game right there. That's gonna be a very physical game. I got that going 7 as well. To me, that's tough. Celtics, Boston, tough, and to me, Houston and Golden State was equally as tough, even though, it looks like Golden State outclassing them. You know what I'm saying?
See,
But
I had Golden State from the jump. I just don't think any team.
What about the Nuggets?
I thought that game would go. I thought that was going to go 7 though. Now I don't even know if it's going to go 7.
Yeah, you know my argument, man. I think once KD went there, they became one, if not the greatest team of all time, one of the greatest. They have a chance to three-peat to really mark, really mark what I've been saying though. But I heard Blade say, what about the Nuggets, Blade?
Yeah, you guys didn't bring up the Nuggets. What do you think about the Nuggets?
No, we was gonna bring him up, my brother Jokic, man. Jokic, man. This dude can pass. This dude can shoot. This dude can rebound. This dude is a monster, man. This dude is
sounds like a Mario character.
Man, he is, man. It's like he got the star.
Like that motherfucker. Like it's like he just like ate a mushroom and just grew bigger.
Yeah,
kind of like a Mario Brothers character.
He had a mushroom and dropped 40-something points that game.
Yeah.
So what,
sorry, big game Dame.
So he's the Hulk. He's the Hulk.
Something like that.
I wouldn't say a Hulk. I wouldn't put him as a Hulk. I'll put it like a Mario. Like you said, we bit the mushroom and went crazy for 43 points or something like that.
That flower power, man. You got that flower power. Remember you used to get that little fire plant or whatever?
Get the fire plant, start firing everything up. Yep, he got
or maybe when Super Mario World got the cape and he was able to fly.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Young
people like, what in
as
the world
with
are these
everything
guys
in
talking
Mario
about?
World, the upgrade only lasts for so long. How's he gonna do the rest of the series?
I
don't
know. We'll
he
see.
balled out last game, but
We'll see,
keep
bro.
it up?
We'll see what big game Dame got to do with it, Ricardo.
Yeah, I mean, we're watching the two most underrated superstars. Well, I guess you can't call them a superstar, but the most two underrated players in the NBA in this series right here. With Dame and I don't think people don't know Jokic.
Okay, maybe a star. Okay, maybe he's a star. I got different levels. I think he's a star level, bro. But I think he can become a superstar in this playoff series if he keep doing stuff like that.
I agree with that. I think this might be his coming out party for nationally.
Ricardo, when you said that they were superstars, that noise in the background was like a lie detector. Like, no, they're not. No. The siren came was like, no.
Cam?
I thought the sound in the background was the police coming to get Cam. I thought that was the sound in the background.
Man, I got no problems with the people,
They were disagreeing with Ricardo on what he said about being superstars.
They came to get him?
They was coming to get him.
With them, man.
It's the thought police, man. They out there.
The thought police is always present.
So, also I wanted to touch on with Kyrie. This is why I like Kyrie, I think, over Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker, he's a star, and I think Kyrie is a star. But what I've been seeing from Kyrie this playoffs, he almost have the making to try to edge himself to the superstar status, man. I think he's a better passer than Kemba. But Kemba can be vicious scoring, man. And, but I just think that, Kyrie does a little bit more than Kemba. The only thing that worries about me with Kyrie is his knee. His knee doesn't hold up. And just from that alone, I can understand why, Ricardo, you would want Kimba to come there
That's my main
over
reason.
That's the
It's
main
just
reason.
health.
That's a hell of a reason.
It's just health.
That's a hell of a
Yep, that's
reason.
it. It's just health. That's it.
And,
Yep.
and if it's health, you have a damn good reason to want Kimba over Kyrie if it's health. But they are almost to me what and what. I just slightly favor Kyrie, and then he has what some people say the Mamba mentality since he had Kobe is his mentor. You know what I'm saying? He got he shot the three right in Stephen Curry's face to help ice it after LeBron really made the game saving block the defensive play of the game. But I'll take both of them. I'll be happy with both of them with Durant and Zion. Trade Zion for Anthony Davis, and let's go, my Knicks. Let's go.
I don't want to trade Zion, but that's for another episode.
Okay, all right. Let's go, Knicks.
My bad.
Okay.
Go ahead, Big Jack.
Nah, I'm just overwhelmed over the excitement that he has over the Knicks, but it's all good.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, you come from a state that don't got no professional basketball, Big
there we
Jack.
go.
So
There we go.
you don't know what it is.
There we go.
You don't know what it is to be a fan growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
There we go. They always hit below the belt when they can't handle the truth that their team sucks.
Oh man!
So they hit below the belt. Hey,
straight going shot.
I'm from the great state of Kentucky, Kentucky's finest. Our college teams are way better than these NBA teams. That's why we don't need no NBA teams in Kentucky.
First of all,
we should have talked about some racehorse man, some horse racing. The Kentucky Derby coming up. Who you picking in the Kentucky Derby, man? Who you got in the Derby?
It doesn't matter who I'm picking in the Kentucky Derby.
Hold up, Blade. What you about to say, Blade?
Louisville Cardinals all the way.
First thing first, Camouflage is not from New York, so I don't know why he's a net fan.
Hold up. I said what you saying for you to say that? Oh my God.
Hold up. Number two, Kentucky. The only thing from Kentucky is Kentucky Fried Chicken and
notice sea urchin egg.
Not the Colonel.
Something said.
Colonel Sanders.
And Popeyes kills Kentucky. Come on, man. Come on.
You said Popeyes is better than.
Shots fired.
All right, let's keep getting off base, man. Blaze, go have you a couple of sea eggs and some seawater and enjoy yourself. All right, on to the NFL. We talking draft bust, present and past. What we got? Camouflage. Talk on it.
All right, let me talk about the present, man. It's two guys that I singled out to be my draft bust this year, man. One of them, the first pick for the Packers at pick 12. You know what I'm saying? This dude, his name is Rashad Gary, 6'4", 277. He ran a 4.5 in the 40 yards. He's from Michigan. The dude only had 10 sacks in 27 games. So pretty much the Packers picking him because he's an athletic freak of nature, man. But his production is nothing, man. Like, this dude really it's like a big glaring bust issue with this cat right here, man. Like, all talent, all speed, big. Like, he's 277. The dude's big to be that fast. But come on, man. Like, and then he only got one pass rush move, the bull rush, man. That's not gonna work, man. NFL, these dudes is cock strong. I mean 600, 700 pounds benching strong, bro. Like, you may be fast, bro. You gotta develop more moves. And you got to show more productions than that, man. Packers took a big risk at the 12th pick with some other viable talent out there by taking an upside guy with the 12th pick in the first round, man. That's kind of scary for me. That's kind of scary for me.
So, Cam, what you're saying is you don't think that the level of training that he'll receive in the NFL at that team could get him to that point? You don't think there's no hope for him?
That's what that's a hope. That's a chance. That's why it's an upside. Because you got to bank on his upside and that intangible that we all could never gauge. But just taking the oatmeal and pork chops of the situation, man, like the substance, man, it's very, very light, man. Like, having 10 sacks in 27 games, that's not really great. That's not really great at all.
Okay. Who's your next one?
Okay. Let me go to Seattle Seahawks.
Oh no!
Pick 29. How about you do it? How about you do that then, Blaze? How about you go there? How about you go there with him?
I was gonna do. Are you going to DK Metcalf? That's what you're going for?
I was going for the defensive lineman they took in the first round.
Oh, okay.
The
You
defense.
continue.
Okay. LJ Collier, man. LJ Collier, man. This dude, was a situational rusher at TCU and got picked in the first round. I'm like, a situational rusher at a college got picked in the first round? Really? So that kind of confused me, man. Like, Seattle had some great choices they could have chose from, and they chose to get this cat, man. But I don't know, man. He had 11 sacks. He had 6 sacks last year with 11 tackles for loss as a fifth-year senior. But I don't know, man. Like, his teammate that went to the Colts, which I'm gonna speak on a little later, Batayu, I can't never pronounce his name, who came from TCU, is way more productive, and he went later than this guy. So I don't know what the Seahawks was doing with this cat right here. So that's my other potential big bust right here. So these cats got to show me like they from Mizzou.
Well, it shouldn't be a surprise with Seattle. I mean, this is the same team who botched the Super Bowl. So them making this choice here shouldn't be. I'm going to forever say it. Yes, that's right. Huff and puff all you want, but they botched that Super Bowl.
No. I was groaning because I agree with you, man. I was like, every time I think about it, this makes my
Yeah, it made me so mad that they just gave Brady another ring. Brady didn't deserve no another ring.
Speak on it, man.
Golden Hell cheater.
So they botched that Super Bowl just like they probably botched this little pick that they did. So we'll just have to sit back, wait, and see.
My pick is DK Metcalf from the Seattle Seahawks. He went round 2. I think position number 64 or 63. I can't remember which one exactly. And the reason why, he reminds me of another receiver that went in 2017, round 9. It was the 9th pick. And that's
ninth
John
pick in
Ross.
The first round. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 9th pick in the first round. John Ross. John Ross. All right,
the Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals. Yeah, because the thing about it is both of these guys were freaks of nature. Both of them were fast as hell. Like, John Ross is supposed to be like one of the fastest players that ever played.
Fastest 40 times recorded in the combine.
Yep.
4.22, I think it was.
Yeah, but he can't catch the damn ball, and he can't catch the damn ball. He's always hurt. It's been like I think last year he got 2 touchdowns. I have him for my dynasty fantasy league, and he just he rides my bench. So, and I think DK Metcalf is going to be. I don't know. He's a freak of nature. He's a stud. With all these all these attributes, but he can't catch the ball either. He has a hard time catching the ball. I know some people might say, well, he hasn't been playing as long as these other guys, but still, this is the NFL, and you're a receiver. Now, the only thing I can see that Seattle is doing for him is because he's 240. I'm going to bust a cam. He's 240 pounds, and he's got brown eyes. And he's he likes
taking long walks on the beach.
6'3", 228, man. This dude, wow.
Okay, he likes taking long walks on the beach too. Don't forget
that. But he's 240 pounds, and I think and the Seahawks didn't take a tight end. So they picked up 4 wide receivers. So I was wondering maybe they're thinking of converting him into a tight end because he's tall, he's 240 pounds. He could just add like maybe 10 more pounds, and he'll be a beast as a tight end.
He'd be right. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like the tight end for the Giants, Evan Ingram. He's a smaller tight end, fast guy though. That's. And remember,
Metcalf was weighed in at 228.
Hold on a second, Cam. I'd just like to throw in there, too. I also feel that Seattle might have felt like they needed to do, like, throw these wide receivers and see what sticks because of Doug Baldwin's impending retirement. Yeah.
Yeah, he had three operations this year or something like that.
Yeah. So, my bad, Cam. I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah.
No, I just was going to say he got weighed in at 228. Metcalf, he was weighed at 228 with 1.9% body fat.
Yeah, Evan Ingram. That's Evan Ingram size. He's 6'3", 6'2", about 225, 230. Yeah, that's Evan
I
Ingram
think
right
Ingram
there.
was weighed in at. I think he was rated like 235. You're right. He was rated like 235. You're
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
yeah.
So
So
I don't know, man. Like you bring up a good point, though. I don't know if they're moving the tight end, but you bring up a good point. You bring up a good point. They may
well,
do that, make him bulk up
well,
some.
they didn't pick up a tight end. They need a tight end. They just picked up 4 wide receivers, and like Ricardo said, maybe they're just throwing them on the wall and see who sticks, who's good.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't pick up a tight end this year, and I personally think they're gonna have to put a lot of work in him for catching the ball because he's not really a good ball catcher. So I think he'd be a good position to block and catch the ball, short passes, stuff like that. I don't think he's a deep threat.
Okay. Yeah, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you on that, Ricardo.
I just think
Ricardo,
it's
bro. Can I give you a drum roll before you pick, bro? Can I give you a?
Yeah, go
Can I
well
give
ahead.
you
before
a?
Ricardo picks. I just wanted to say that I think it's ironic that the guy that Camouflage was talking about, me and him have the same percentage of body fat. I'm 1.9% body fat too. Now, I was surprised when you said. I was like, wow,
Yeah,
I mean, come on. Hey, look, 6'9". Look, I'm 6'9", 340 pounds, and 1.9% body fat. I mean, you can't beat that. I used to smash people, man. I used to smash them, but it is what it is. I just thought it was ironic that me and him have the same body fat.
You're
Is that
really
the body fat?
6'9", Big Jack?
That's the
Yeah,
body
he's
fat.
said what?
6'9".
That's the
Oh,
body fat for
okay.
your eyelid. You mean your eyelid? Your eyelid body fat?
No, what Big Jack really means is he drink 1% milk. That's what he really meant to say.
But milk does the body good. Milk does the body good. So
Not anymore.
Oh man.
Ricardo, go with your picks.
Nah. I
Well-
hate to say this, I really do, and I hope I'm wrong, but I just can't see the Giants' number 6 pick not being I really don't see it. Man, if this guy becomes a decent NFL quarterback, I won't say I'll be shocked, but the odds are just not in this guy's favor, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But I think that was an easy one. So I'm gonna give you guys another person who I think is
Daniel Jones. He was just talking about. He was.
Yeah,
first
my
round,
bad.
sixth
Yeah,
pick.
I just assume everybody had listened to our bonus episode, but maybe not everybody had caught that. But yes, number 6 pick in the draft, Daniel Jones out of Duke. He's a Dookie.
New York
But hopefully
football
not on the
Giants.
field.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ. But go on, my
What,
brother.
on him being a Dookie on the field?
Yes, sir. I'm banking on it. I'm really.
Well,
hoping
you're a
it.
Cowboys fan, so of course you want him to be a Dookie.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna throw out another one though, because you guys know how I feel about that pick. I think another potential bust of this draft is oh my god, I can't remember the guy's name now.
What
I
position?
think I got an idea.
The defensive tackle, Ed Oliver.
Ed Oliver. Ooh.
Ed Oliver. I'm
we
gonna
got a
tell you
huge-
why.
We got a
tell you
huge
why.
fight about that.
Yeah. So let me tell you why I think Ed Oliver might have the potential to be a bust. His athletic ability for a 280-pound man is amazing, right? Don't get me wrong. I know people are saying he might be the next Aaron Donald or whatever have you. But I think that just to what team drafted him again?
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
Okay, I just feel like the Buffalo Bills, they don't develop talent well. Like, they just don't. You guys tell me the last time the Bills drafted a player and molded him into... I'm not even talking about a Pro Bowler, just a really good all-pro starter. Like, I just
Marcel
don't like-
Darius.
Who?
Marcel Darius.
What position he play?
D tackle. That's who the Jacksonville Jaguars wound up trading for.
Ah, okay. So they
Stephen
think that they could.
Gilmore.
Okay, Gilmore. I'll give you Gilmore. Yeah, I'll give you Gilmore. Okay, okay. So maybe I'm wrong about this
But
Ed Oliver cat.
I don't know. But you got a point. I mean, that's still your potential bust. Like you got your right. You got some valid reasons.
And another thing, I think that I want to see how. I know they a lot of people saying he's going to be a D tackle, but I have a feeling we're going to see him lined up at defensive end sometime, especially on third down packages, right? And I wonder if he can excel in that role. Big guy, high motor. I don't know how many downs he could play. So I was watching some evaluation, and they were talking about how many defensive snaps he played in college. He was only involved with, I think, like 48% of defensive plays. Is that enough to be a? And in the NFL, you're gonna have to work twice as hard, right?
Yeah, I don't know. For me.
He's gonna have to put his
For
big boy
me-
shoes on.
Yeah, that's true. But for me, I don't think he'll be able to translate to DN. I think he'll be at the 3 technique. The Bills run a 4-3, so I think he'll be at the 3 technique. And the 3 technique for the listeners is when a D tackle who's pretty good at pass rushing is shaded over the guard's shoulder. The gap, the chair right over the guard's shoulder, so he can kind of be one-on-one with the guard because he's the best pass rusher. While the one technique take on the center and the other guard, so they leave for pass rusher to get more. I just think he'll be in that role, man. But he do have the speed to be at end, so I'm not gonna discount it. He's running like 4.69.
Yeah, and then like I said, I was just thinking on third and obvious passing down situations. So third and 8, third and 10 kind of thing. But that's my sleeper bust, Ed Oliver.
All right, I feel you. And I'm about to go to my pass, one of my all-time busts of all time, and I hope y'all fellas didn't pick this person, man. But I have a plethora of ones. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the light one. I'm gonna start with the one that kind of personally made me mad. What made me kind of mad. So I'm gonna just say this one right here is the one that made me angry. In 2000, I think it's the 2012 draft. Let me see. Let me go to my notes for a second. Morris Claiborne, number 6. The Cowboys traded up to number 6. We passed on Luke Kuechly, Fletcher Cox, Stephen Gilmore. I'm sorry, for Claiborne, bro. We could have had Stephen Gilmore on our team, who's a better cornerback than him right now. Man, it's so angry, man, that we traded up to get this dude, man. And Claiborne, man, such a bust. Never lived up. They called him the next Deion Sanders, but come to find out, the dude was just weak as hell. Like he cannot press, he cannot jam. He's weak. He's out physical. He did a better job. He's still around the NFL. He's on the Jets. He did a better job now, but being the first pick, being a first round pick, a number 6 pick in the first round. Man, that really made me angry being a Cowboys fan, man. Dude was like 6 feet, 180. He had the strength of 2 embryos. So, man, this.
Yeah, but is he really? Is he really a bust? He's still in the NFL.
He's still in the NFL, but there's other busts.
The guys I chose they're not in the NFL. Like I like Johnny Manziel. He's done NFL.
Okay.
Trent Richardson.
Okay, talk about him. Talk about him.
Well, he's just a bust. Trent Richardson was a bust. I think the number one bust of all time, when you look it up, is the quarterback from Oakland, DeMarcus Russell.
Oh yes,
yes. Yeah, he's like. Yes. I think he was the number 1. Number 3 is RG3. They have him RG3 as the third biggest bust.
RG3. I'm not saying he was a bust. To me, he can't be as big a bust as some of these other players, just because if he didn't get hurt though, man, like I know technically.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
He's a bust, but Jamarcus Russell though, oh boy,
he's a super bust. He's a super bust, man. You know what's so crazy? Right? I was gonna name Ryan Lee. That's one of my other ones. That's the one I switched off of at the last second to talk about Maurice Claiborne. Ryan Leaf and the coach, man. The Colts was really like I was looking up some background stuff. The Colts really didn't know who they was really picking out him and Peyton Manning to the last viable minute, and man, they dodged a major bullet.
Yeah,
major bullet back in 1998. Man,
yeah, he's
I'm
up there too.
surprised none of y'all said Tim Tebow.
Man, I mean,
When
he's
was
a
Tim
buzz,
Tebow drafted?
He was drafted in the first round of 2000.
The end of the first round?
I thought 2010. I think he was picked 20
By Denver, right?
24, 23.
By Denver.
By Denver. He was a first round pick by Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, Tim Tebow.
All he does is win. All he does is win.
But the thing about Tim,
the playoffs. I guess.
But is Tim Tebow worse than Johnny Manziel? Johnny Manziel was like, oh my god,
nah, Johnny Manziel, man, this woman beater who didn't shine a light on that enough, cocaine user, but I'm so glad the Cowboys to take Manziel. I'm so glad.
I'm so disappointed they didn't take Johnny Manziel.
I wish the Cowboys would have took him.
You would say that. You would say, wait, why would you go Roethlisberger? Go Roethlisberger.
Ooh,
say it again.
Ooh, they just pulled the knives out. Ooh,
say it again.
What about Trent Richardson?
Roethlisberger? What?
Yeah, Trent Richardson. Yeah, he did. When he was with the Colts, he just ate himself out the league, man. He went from 225 to 275, man. He just
but remember he was at Cleveland first.
Yeah, but he had a really good rookie year though. He had like 949 yards, like 10 touchdowns his rookie year, and then after that, he was just eating McDonald's and Popeyes every day and Whataburger, Fat Burger.
At least
my mama's house of chicken. And
I guess he was eating Kentucky. He wasn't eating Kentucky.
He was going to BBQs and going get a whole cheesecake and everything.
Jeez. Who else?
Cheesecake.
Well, you live in New York. Go
to Junior's, man.
Go to Junior's.
Go to Junior's.
Cheesecake Factory.
Let me walk my 20 miles to Junior's like them dudes did.
Making a
bed. Walk my 20 miles to Junior's.
What was it?
And rap Biggie's song "Juicy" while you're doing it.
Dylon the Dillinger.
Dylon, yeah. Dylon.
Bing ding, biddy dang dang, ding ding ding. That's all he ever did. He didn't. That was. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Bing ding dong ding dang.
Which other bus you guys got? I was gonna bust this one on. I was gonna bust this one on Jamal, but he ain't here because Jamal's what's that wide receiver Blackman? Remember Blackman?
Justin Blackman. Oh
yeah.
Man,
I do not remember who that is.
Man, Blackman was a monster. He had a really good rookie year.
They picked him up. He went in the fifth round. Right, he was the fifth pick. He was the fifth pick.
Fifth pick.
Fifth pick.
Yeah,
fifth pick.
But the thing that knocked, I can't say he a bust because off the field issues ended his career.
That still makes you a bust.
It
still makes you a bust.
I get because this is what I think about the bust with the talent. They're like, man, where y'all talent went at? But I guess you're right. The off the field should still make you a bust.
Yeah, but what's the
Ryan? To be honest with you, I say the whole Jacksonville Jaguar team is a bust. Whole Jacksonville Jaguar team.
Hey,
Jamal is going to be angry.
You can't do that with. You can't do that with Jamal not here. But the thing about Ryan Leaf, remember Ryan Leaf was a bust. Well, you shouldn't be doing it. Ryan Leaf was a bust because of drugs
off
and
the
shit
field
too. Off the field, yeah. So he was a bust like that too. You don't remember Blackman, Ricardo?
I really don't.
He's from Oklahoma State. He was nice side, nice speed.
What year did
was
he get
supposed to be a better? I think it was 2012. He's supposed to be a better Dez Bryant. They said,
Yeah.
I don't remember him at all. I guess that's how you know he's a bust. I mean, I can't remember him at all. Like not even a little bit, man. Like I'm up on my drafts.
He had a weed problem. I think he plays baseball now for some
weed and alcohol.
How many seasons did he play?
Well, he was suspended.
Maybe he lasted. suspended so much. Yeah, he was suspended so much, and he got suspended indefinitely and never really came back. And he couldn't get his life together off the field. Like he got in some car accidents, alcohol related, and he was a real big alcoholic, man, and couldn't get his life. Just sad, man. He would have been a great talent for years to come.
Let me ask you guys a question, and this is like a on the bubble kind of guy. I'm not sure if I think he might be a bust just because of what the team gave up to get him. Right? Let me know what you guys think. Ricky Williams.
No,
I thought about Ricky Williams. Like, I mean, to give up every pick in the draft, and then the first 2 rounds the next year, that was a major haul, man.
They gave up 3 number ones, I think. No, 2
did.
number ones and like
no,
2 number.
they gave up 2 number 1, 2 number 2, but they gave up all 6 of their draft picks in 1999 and gave them the first 2 the next year. Yeah,
but
man.
he was a stud. He was a stud though, man.
He struggled his rookie year, and then but
he salvaged his career.
But the Saints didn't really benefit from that as long as they should have, man. Because he wound up getting traded to Miami. Then he went bonkers for 1,800 yards in Miami.
Yeah. And then he said, "Nah, I can't do this. I need to smoke weed," and so he just left the league.
Then he came back and salvaged it with Baltimore.
Yeah, but he went to Canada. Remember, he went to the CFL. He went and played for CFL for a bit, and then he came back. I met him.
He came back. He came back like he was straight from being homeless. He looked like a total.
He did,
man.
He looked like a ragamuffin.
Fro and beard was the same height and length. Like, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
I got another one. You guys think Sanchez was a bust?
Mark Sanchez?
Mark Sanchez. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he was a bust. Yeah, he was a bust. Yeah. Never really lived up to them getting them that early. Yeah, never really lived up to that, man.
He did take him to 2 playoffs, though.
Was it him, or was it the defense was so great and the running game was so great? That was a great defense, a great running game. Remember,
You're right,
Scott?
yeah.
Great.
Hey, the runner still has to have the quarterback to pass the ball to him. Handoff.
His yardage wasn't nice at all. Though his stats wasn't really that great at all.
And then
to me, he held that team
butt
back.
fumble was big, though, man. That butt fumble was that's a glaring thing on you to happen to a human being. Like, oof. Mark Sanchez.
Man.
What's up with these USC?
Man.
Oh, hold on. One more.
I know who you're going to talk about. I was going to talk about. You mean the one that went from
Matt Lyon?
Yes. That has to be one of the biggest busts of the last 10 years, man. Goodness.
More than 10. That had to be about it. Because I think he was drafted in 2006. Was it 6?
Yeah, but then
really?
Yeah. Okay, so then what about Vince Young? Vince Young also was a bust then, right?
He was.
Vince Young won Rookie of the Year though, man. Like dudes that win awards and stuff. And he turned out well to me.
If you're a first round pick and you only have one good year, I think,
I guess so.
If we're gonna say RG3 is a bust, then this guy has to be a bust. Like,
right?
Yeah. The other thing he
off
couldn't
the field
handle
stuff too.
with things, but he started for a long time, though, way more than Sanchez and Matt Leinart. But he couldn't handle the pressure. I remember when he cried after the game when they was booing him and stuff. He was crying after the game and wanted to commit suicide and stuff like that.
Yeah,
he cried and stuff. But man, hey, y'all, I'm about to start off this draft picks, man. Who I think had the best draft class. I meant to say. For me, the best draft class. Shout out to the homie Anonymous. I know he's gonna like this. It's definitely not them, but it's a team that derived from them. And went to Indianapolis. I got the Indianapolis Colts, man. Like, their first 5 picks was bonkers, man. Getting the 34 pick in the second round. Racine Achman. I call him Racine Achman. Right, Racine Achman, cornerback out of Temple, man. Great pick. Also picked up a linebacker who's going to probably play outside linebacker, kind of compared to Jamie Collins, Ben Anobu from TCU. He's going to probably play outside linebacker. Probably going to start at outside linebacker because Matt Uferis, the defensive coordinator for the Colts, he's switching the defense to 3-4. So Justin Houston going to be at one outside linebacker, and this athletic freak of nature probably going to be at the other outside linebacker. And they got a really great cornerback in Rashid Achman. One of my friends is one of his favorite cornerbacks right there. And also they picked up the steal of the draft, Paris Campbell. This dude, a 4.31 speed, man. And for this dude to drop to the 58 pick, it's just straight stupid to add to Andrew Luck. Oh my gosh. To add to Andrew Luck, he can play the slot outside to have T.Y. Hilton, him, Eric Ebron, Jack Doyle. Then they picked up cat from the Panthers, man. His name is passing me right quick. Oh, you're waiting to see the cat from the Panthers. What is his name? From
no.
Michigan,
The wide
man.
receiver. You was talking about Campbell.
Oh, yo, wait to see about Campbell. Okay.
I think you might have a John Ross situation, like super fast. But let me see him catch the ball first.
Man, we'll see from Ohio State. We'll see, man. Man, what's that? Funches, the cat from the Panthers. They got some weapons on their hands, man. And I'll wrap it up. They got the
I think so too.
No,
I don't
man.
I don't think Funches is that good.
And also the wrap up the picks I liked also. 4th round pick, they picked the safety who could be in a slot, a box safety over the top named Willis. And they also picked another linebacker that goes alongside of Leonard, the great middle linebacker, freak of nature linebacker. They got another freak of nature, Bobby Otorek. Can never pronounce his last name. He's just a freak of nature that's gonna probably start at the other inside linebacker, man. So the coach looking young, they're looking speedy. I give him an A.
I pray that they don't do nothing because the last thing I want to do is listen to Demo's voice about his damn My Little Ponies. I don't want to hear nothing about the Indiana My Little Ponies from that man. Especially when fantasy football start up, he gonna be talking mad-ish. And I'm not trying to hear it. But it is what it is. They do good, they do good.
Okay. Y'all guys got any winners of the draft?
I think Tampa Bay did good, and Denver. I think Denver did pretty good.
Denver was my team. I think Denver did
Oh,
a great
y'all like
job in
Denver?
this draft.
Okay.
I do.
Baltimore.
No, Baltimore did nice,
Awesome.
man. They got Hollywood and Miles Boykins, man. That's really nice. Got Jackson some weapons. One a speedster, one a big body receiver. They did really nice. Also, who else I like? Got weapons out galore for Kyler Murray. The Cardinals, man. Andy Isabella, 4.31 speed. Can play the slot, gonna learn from Larry Fitzgerald. And they also got Hakeem Butler from Iowa State. Man, 6'5", 230 pounds. Being trained by Megatron Johnson.
Does he have the same body fat as me? Is he 1.9% body fat?
No, sir.
Oh, well,
No,
he won't do all that good.
But if we're gonna talk about Arizona, Cam, I think we should look at Miami's draft because not getting your quarterback for basically a late second round pick in
Second
Josh
round.
Rosen.
Yeah,
Late
they
second
botched
round.
that.
Yeah,
They
like
botched that.
what's going on with him? Is he that bad? I thought he got picked up like
Who, Josh Rosen?
Yeah, he was a 10th pick in the first round, right?
But
he was a first round
Arizona
pick.
had no leverage, right? They knew he
No.
if
Once
you're-
they
if
didn't
you're
trade
in a-
him before the draft, they lost all the leverage in the world.
Yeah,
They
Yeah,
could
but
have got a
why
one.
They should have traded him before the draft. I did like that was
Absolutely.
ridiculous.
They botched that. Arizona could have gotten more. I don't know if they would have gotten a hot. They could have gotten something at the end of the first round.
I agree.
But since they waited, hell, man, I think they should be happy they got what they got. Although Miami, that was a steal for them, man. They got the number 10 pick of last year for like pick number 50 something this year. That's a great deal. And the guy has experience already. He got some NFL games under his belt.
And he has no pressure right now. They don't
pick.
have to rush him. They can let Ryan Fitzpatrick start. They don't have to rush him.
Right, exactly. But I think Fitzpatrick's days are numbered. I think you make that move to get John.
Fitzpatrick is sometime-ish. Sometimes he's good. Sometimes he sucks. Like sometimes you're like, wow, this guy's the best thing. Then
That's
best
so
thing that
true.
ever
He's
happened.
never average, right?
No.
He's playing like top 8 quarterback, or he's like, why is he even in the NFL? Like,
It's like rolling the dice with him. He's like sometimes he's like, oh shit, I got Fitzmagic. Is that what his name? Fitzmagic. And then sometimes you think the magic show is gone. Like, where's the magic?
All right, next we're going to step into the boxing ring, the squared circle for Canelo and Jacobs. That fight is coming up, and I just have to sit back and wait and see, man. The boxing scene has not been as... I haven't really been excited over the boxing scene as of late, but what do you guys think? What y'all got on this fight? Blaze, what you got on this fight?
Well, I think Canelo is the favorite, but Jacobs, you gotta remember, Jacobs almost beat Triple G. The only reason Jacobs didn't, he lost by 2 points, right, on the scorecard, and the only reason he did that is because Triple G knocked him down. He knocked him down. He got back up, and if that fight went like 3 more rounds, if that was going to a 15-round fight, I think Jacobs would have beat Triple G. And Triple G and Canelo fought twice, and in my opinion, the first fight I think Triple G beat Canelo, and the second fight I think it was just a draw. The first fight it went down as a draw, and the second fight went down as Canelo winning. But I don't think it was it was a sure thing. I think it could have been a draw that fight. So right now this fight it's coming on Saturday pay-per-view, and the thing about it is there's a whole controversy right now in boxing about because everyone's buying up all the boxers, so they're all signing up with different platforms. Like, so this fight's going to be on DAZN, DANZ. Some people call it DAZN or DAZN. All right, and they bought Triple G's contract, they bought Canelo's contract, and they have Jacobs' contract also. And then the thing about it is, then ESPN, right, has their own, and they bought a whole bunch of other people's contract. So this happened because HBO lost the bid of a lot of the boxers. So HBO's not showing boxing anymore. So right now, it's DAZN, right, or DAZN is showing this fight, and they're hoping that they're hoping that Canelo beats Jacobs and then goes on to fight Triple G, and they're gonna get a big payday because I think they gave Canelo Alvarez has got I think he's got 11 fights for 350 million. I think they signed him for 350 million, and he already did 2 fights as his 3rd fight. So they're banking on him winning, so then they could make money with the Triple G fight.
that's amazing. 11 fights, $350 million, Blades?
Yep, that's what he got.
That's what, $34 million a fight?
Yeah.
Man alive.
And the thing about it is that if they're banking. So if Jacobs beats them, then they're stuck. They gave him all this money, and
Right.
they're not gonna be able to promote that fight. So they're banking on him, Canelo winning. They're just banking on that.
Right.
What do you think about it, Cam?
Well, man, actually, the boxing world been doing great this year, man. Like for ratings and everything, I looked up, boxing is really doing great, and I'm kind of excited about this match, man. I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna give y'all some breakdowns of each of the players and stuff. I'm gonna start with Canelo Alvarez. He's 51, 1-2.
Players, bro?
Yeah, boxers.
Boxers. The boxers. They
made
made
it sound like they was playing chess.
The money, man, look, the money they making, they players, bro.
No, that's true. This is true.
Don't never tell a boxer that to his face.
Man, they know they players, bro. It's a sweet science, though, baby. AKA boxing, the sweet science right here, baby. So I'm going to give you some notes with Canelo Alvarez. 51, 1-2. He got 35 knockouts, 5'8". His reach is 71 inches. And so, a lot of people looking at the things like, it's 50-50. And some people saying, Alvarez may have the edge. He's more compact. You know what I'm saying? He may have more punching power. But I know Jacobs has some punching power too. The one thing Canelo Alvarez may be at a disadvantage because he's 5'8" and he's reached 71 inches. Danny Jacobs, as I tell you about him, he's 5'11" and he's reached 78 inches. He's really quick on his feet as well. He's really fast. Some people say he may be even faster than Canelo Alvarez, but Alvarez is smarter. Then Blaze is right there. A lot of people are banking for Alvarez to take it, man. But to me, by looking at a lot of stuff, it's going to be pretty even. Let me run off some Danny Jacobs things. He's known as the Miracle Man. 35.
Wait, hold on a second, Cam, before you give the statistics. I don't even know why this is even necessary, gentlemen. First of all, Canelo gonna win this. I'm gonna tell you why, real quick. Jacobs lost to a man, Triple G, right? How you lose to a man who names sound like a porn star bra size? Really? Nah, man. Wow. Nah, bro.
Did you really go there?
You know he's called the miracle. You know why he's called the Miracle Man? Because he beat cancer. He beat cancer. That's why they call him the Miracle Man. Because he would the one time he lost, right? I think he lost twice, and the one time he lost right before he found out his dad died, and then he found out he had cancer, and then he lost that fight, and then he got knocked out, and then he came back after he beat cancer, and he beat that guy. That's why they call him the Miracle Man. That's where he gets his nickname from.
Well, God bless him, but he still lost to a bra. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going with Jacobs, man. I mean, like you said earlier, he only lost by 2 points from a knockdown. Yeah. So Triple G and what's that dude's name? Canelo.
Canelo.
Yeah. Triple G had already beat him. So, and then you said the next one was a draw.
Well, he didn't. I thought he beat him, but the first fight was a draw, and the second fight they gave it to Canelo. But I think the first fight Triple G beat him, and the second fight I think it was a draw. But I'm not there.
I'm going with Jacobs, man. I'm going with Jacobs with the reach and everything. It doesn't really mean a lot in boxing, but I think Jacobs will come out with this win.
Yo, Cam, you could. How about those stats for Jacobs? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Does he have a body fat of 1.9?
I don't know, my man. I don't know. Okay. I have no idea what that was, man. I just know some of the basic stuff with the Miracle Man. He 35-2, 29 knockouts. We all know he's 5'11". We already know he got that 7 foot, that 78 reach, which is 7 inches more than our man Canelo Alvarez. But Alvarez, he's supposed to be known for body shots, so we'll see how good Jacob's defense is. But we also got to see, can Alvarez get inside that reach to really take his, to really take advantage of, his arms and his body shots and stuff like that. Because that reach means a lot, man. So that will be the key. For me, it's like 50-50, man. I can't lie. I can't call it. It's like 50-50 for me between these two. But some of the experts do think that Jacobs have a really big chance to really take Canelo out. You know what I'm saying?
If Jacob establishes that jab earlier on in the fight,
that's what I was thinking.
Canelo's going to have a hard time. If he
establishes
with
that
the reach,
jab, he keeps him away from him.
Point.
Yep.
Yes. It eliminates all that body power, that body shots. If he gets that jab established, Canelo's going to have a hard time.
Well, that's how Floyd Mayweather beat him. Remember, Floyd fought Canelo, and Canelo's face was all red. He's a redhead Mexican. That's what Canelo means. He was a redhead Mexican, and his face was all red, like his head. Floyd just boxed him and hit him in his face. Bam, bam, bam. Move, stick and move. Floyd beat him, just boxed him. He couldn't, and he was all upset because he was like, Floyd should have just stayed still so they could box and fight. He wanted to have a brawl.
Who does that?
Well, that's what he.
Floyd Mayweather, though, sounds like a terrible human being, but man, that dude can box. Terrible human being, though, but
he can box. The thing about it, Floyd realized he followed Muhammad Ali. Remember Muhammad Ali, when he started, they hated him. People hated him. All the white people hated him. He was hated by the white people. The black people loved him. then he became, when he was Cassius Clay, and then he became Muhammad Ali. Then it changed. But Floyd, the way Floyd is, Floyd's a bad guy. Floyd learned from wrestling. People don't.
Man,
People don't. Floyd, people
Nah,
don't come to see
I
Floyd.
just don't like Floyd because he puts his hand on women. I'm talking about literally. I believe he's a bad human being.
Oh man, yeah, he's a.
Yeah, but let me finish what I'm saying. People don't come. He's a bad human being, and he portrays as all his money and his riches. And people don't come to see a Floyd fight to see Floyd win. They've come to see someone beat Floyd. They want to say, shut this big mouth up. They want to see him get.
I don't
They
agree.
love to hate him. Yeah.
I don't agree. I
love
think
it.
Floyd got a lot of people that like Floyd. I think you. Well, I no. Let me say it like this. I halfway don't agree because I do think there's a lot of people that would love to see Floyd lose. But I think Floyd has just as many people that want to see him win, want him to see him stay undefeated. They love that money Floyd mentality, man. I think there's a lot of people that love him. He's probably the greatest defensive boxer of all time, man. His defensive speed and the greatest defensive boxer of all time, and one of the greatest of all time.
If you knock, check it out. If you do not knock Floyd Mayweather out by the third round, it's over.
He never lost, so we don't know when it's over.
Yeah.
He never lost.
But you got to remember the people that go and pay their money, and not the pay-per-view people. A lot of the pay-per-view people do this too, but the people that go to the actual arena to watch Floyd are mostly haters. They mostly hate Floyd. They're all against Floyd because they want to see him lose. I've seen so many people. I want to beat that. I want to see this guy get beat. I want Floyd's big mouth shut. That big mouth, shut him up. Just shut him up. The same way when Muhammad Ali fought when he fought against Sonny Liston. Even though Sonny Liston was black, they hated Muhammad Ali because he had a big mouth. And Floyd says that's the way he does it. He wants people to come and give him money to see him lose. They come to see him lose, bro. They come to see him lose, but he's just the greatest.
See, and I have no problem with like his trash talk or anything like that. It's his out of the ring stuff that I just find, deplorable myself. And Cam, I think Blade got a point as far as this goes, right? Like there's been a lot of boxers over the years where public opinion is overwhelmingly in their favor. I'll get Manny Pacquiao. Everybody, like, who hates Manny Pacquiao, right? Like, unless you're homosexual, because him and his whole stance on that. Then I can see you hating Manny Pacquiao, right? Or who hated Roy Jones Jr., right? Everybody loved Roy Jones. Like
Roy Jones had a mouth on him too, like Floyd.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but people, Mayweather, he's just a different animal, man. Like,
but
there is no in between. You either hate him or you love him. Yeah.
I didn't fully disagree with Blake. I just halfway. I just think there's more people that love Floyd to win than what he's given credit for. That's all. I do think that people love to watch him lose. But I know a lot of Floyd Mayweather fans. That love to watch him win.
I'm a Floyd Mayweather fan, but whenever I have people come to my house, most of the people that come to my house, right, to watch the fight, hate Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
That Pacquiao fight, I had maybe 2 Floyd people, and I had about 15 people that were on Pacquiao's side that wanted Pacquiao to beat Floyd.
Let me tell you that. But I know when Mayweather was fighting, man, what's that UFC dude?
You're talking about
was it McGregor?
McGregor. You're talking about
McGregor.
McGregor. I wanted Mayweather to beat him down so bad. That was one of the time, like, Mayweather, put the hurting on him, boy. Put the hurting on him. He did. Man, bloodied him up and everything. Oh, man.
Big Jack, you watch that? Did you watch that at my house? Did you come to my house and watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
McGregor Mayweather.
Yeah, that was.
I'll give McGregor this. He could take a punch.
Yes, he can.
He could take a beating. But man, Mayweather
But
destroyed that
in
dude.
In the end, I'm going with Jacobs. I'm going with Jacobs for the win.
Jacobs.
I gotta go with my Mexican, my redhead Mexican from San Diego because he practices in San Diego. Oh!
Yeah, all joking aside, though, I'm picking Jacobs for this fight as well.
God damn, you haters!
And
I'm not
I don't
hating.
know, man.
I'm just evaluating.
I'm one of them dudes that can go either way, bro. It's a flip of the coin. I'll be looking for them results, man.
Actually, you know what? It's 3. I think the odds are 3-1, and I bet it on Jacobs. I bet it $100 on Jacobs.
Hey, Blade. Here's the main reason why I think Jacobs is gonna win. Real quick, let me see if you agree with this, Blades. Being in their last 2 matchups were fairly close, right? And one of them was a draw. I feel that if this is anywhere close and it's decided by points, I think the judges are going to be more inclined to give it to Jacobs because people are going to be like, oh, the fix is in. You don't think so?
No, they're going to give it to Canelo. Canelo lost the fight. I forgot who he was fighting against. He lost the fight, and they gave it to Canelo because they wanted Canelo to fight Triple G. They wanted because it's all about money. First of all, the fight's in Vegas, and these guys, I don't know, some of these guys are blind as bats in Vegas because sometimes I'm like, what the hell? Sometimes we're like, what? But we know the fix is in. So I don't know. I honestly, I'm a Canelo fan. I like Canelo, but I bet it against him. I bet it for Jacobs because of the odds.
Gotcha.
It was that's the only reason I bet against Jacobs. I want Jacobs. The only way Jacobs could win is if he knocks Canelo out. If he knocks Canelo out, because first of all, Canelo always gets tired in the 7th and 8th round. He by the 6th round, 7th round, 8th round, Canelo's tired. He's not holding up his hands. He's keeping his hands on the side. So, and Jacobs is a type of guy that fights slow. So he warms up. So if he warms up and the 8th round and Canelo's warming down because he's tired, then if he knocks out Canelo, then yeah, I'm going to be jumping up and down. But if he doesn't knock down Canelo, he ain't gonna. I don't think he's gonna beat him on points. I honestly don't think so.
Hey y'all, thank you again for joining us on another episode of the Sports Cypher. Allow me to give you the information in which you can contact us. First, you can email us, and that email address is sportscypherpodcast@gmail.com, and that is Cypher with a Y, Cypher. You can also hit us up on Twitter at the Sports Cypher. Again, that's Cypher with a Y. You can also talk to us on Facebook. The Facebook group is called The Sports Cypher. And you guessed it, that's Cypher with a Y. And remember, we are on Apple iTunes now. You can find our podcast there, The Sports Cypher, again with a Y. You see a theme here, ladies and gentlemen? And you can also find us at YouTube. Guess where you can find us? Say it. Yep, The Sports Cypher with a Y. Again, thanks for listening, and as usual, we are giving the people what they want.
Hey, if any women out there that want to send some pictures, you can send some pictures too.
I'm not adding that.
This man gonna get himself murdered.